Hey guys, almost stuck here. Sorry I started this film a little late. I just was trying to get it done. It's getting late. Light's the thing, but I'm taking this over to the shop so I have a warm place to do wiring, and I did order a flywheel and a clutch and a pressure plate for this thing to start figuring out what I need for the drive line for the clutch. So like I said, I'm running short on daylight, so I'm gonna try and get this where it needs to go as quickly as possible. So I'll get back to you guys, but just getting on a trailer, boys. Things are happening. Maybe auto motion, maybe. Let's get her done. Yeah, we're gonna have to rechuck this pretty quick. You wanna throw one of those padded tires and go down with this?
You're good, you can let her go.
Let her go?
Yep.
Alright, I'll unhook her. Hey guys. This is
Hello.
Christopher.
Hey.
He's gonna help me video a little bit of what I'm doing. You wanna do that for me?
Yep.
Alrighty. We'll get back to you. I'll get him set up here. Alright, Christopher, you ready?
Yep.
You just gotta hold the camera. Aim it when I'm doing this little bit of come along. You good?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Going on straight, Christopher?
Yep.
Or is it crooked?
Go
check out the back. Go film the back tires. See if the back tires are on the ramp.
Okay.
Alright.
One's a little off.
Alright, I'll see you in the morning. I'll give you a call when I'm coming on my way. Alright, buddy.
Yeah, one's a little off.
One's a little off?
Yeah.
Like, do you think it'll go all the way there or no? Or should I try and push it over now?
I think it might go up.
It might?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll keep going then.
Okay.
Oh, she's on there. She might be. Christopher, do you know what kind of motor's in this truck?
No.
You don't?
No.
The motor in here is out of an SRT4 like Steve's blue car.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a turbo.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So this truck's gonna be just as fast as Steve's blue car. That's pretty fast, huh?
Yeah.
We're almost up on the ramp, aren't we?
Let me go check out the back.
Dang!
Yeah, but we're gonna hit the.
How far over on the other side is it?
It's right here. It's on. Yeah, just not this side. It's gonna hit this right here.
Alright, Chris, come here. Well, guys, thanks for filming, Christopher.
Yep.
I really appreciate that. We're a little lined up. She's pretty wide, like that's a lot of tire on there, so I might just strap it down, or I might try and pull it to the side a little bit. Given that there's ice on the trailer, it might go easy. And then I got some chain binders to strap it down nice and tight, and then we'll film a little bit when we unload this thing. All right, thank you. We'll be back. I appreciate it, Christopher. All right, guys, took me a second to get the rest of the stuff out of the garage. I had a couple boxes. This box of random stuff and this box of piping. But truck's on the trailer. We're leaving the 1-car garage. Oop, look who's home. The infamous Steve is back. We'll talk to him real quick for a hot second. But yeah, she's loaded up. Roll this window up real quick. Oh yeah, still works. Tell Steve how excited you are that this is leaving. I'm very excited. Alrighty. You have a good evening. I'll speak to you later. But, alrighty. See you guys when we get to the shop. Alright guys. We're at the shop. Sorry I didn't video getting this unloaded. My boss helped me out. I just wanted to get it done. It's dark. It's dark outside, so I was just trying to get it in here, get it unloaded, but she's here. This is where I'm going to tinker on her here for a couple weeks. Hopefully I can get a lot of stuff done. I ordered parts for her. Got my totes. Okay, so what I ordered is a dual mass flywheel out of a 2005 Jeep Wrangler 2.4 liter, and I also got the pressure plate with that. And they sent the clutch disc. They're like, we don't know how good it is, which is fine. I'm not using that one anyway, but for space reference maybe. And the spacer that goes in between the trans and the motor. This spacer here is probably dark. Damn it. Okay, hold up. I got a light. Just real quick. Ooh, yeah, that one's bright enough. This spacer, this metal spacer here, is off an SRT4. If you can see, the hole and the bolt holes don't line up properly. That's because this spacer is for an SRT. The SRT bell housing is a little bit different. So they're sending me this spacer as well as a flywheel and the pressure plate. Now what that gives me is the spacing. I need to pull the trans again, and I need to measure from where the teeth on the pressure plate are to the back of the transmission where the throwout bearing mounts. So I can see if I can use a stock Chevy Colorado throwout bearing. If not, I might need to buy an adjustable one. They do have ones for LS swaps and all sorts of crap. But what I'm thinking is that I just bought these parts. They weren't that expensive, just to space everything out and see what it is. I still need a pilot bushing, which is why I need a flywheel. And I went with the dual mass flywheel because spec and Monster, and there's a whole bunch of aftermarket for the 2.4 Wranglers for upgraded clutches. And I figure if it's a 2.4 block, and that's the bell housing off of a Jeep Wrangler, then why wouldn't everything else in there fit the same? As long as the input shaft goes into the clutch disc enough. That's the measurement that I'm trying to find. Which, just rough measuring it in, it seemed like it would. Seemed really, really close. That's why I went with a dual mass instead of using an SRT4 flywheel. The dual mass is thicker, which is going to push the clutch disc further back to engage them splines further. Now this is a guessing game. Like, nobody's done this. Like, there's some research online about what could work and what would work, but that was 10 years ago when people were bumbling around the idea and there just wasn't enough backing or enough parts to even put this together. And now that there are, like, they were talking about a 2.2 S10 clutch disc, and I just feel like spec makes custom discs. I can get a custom sized disc with the right splines for the shaft and the right size for the clutch, which are only a 1/4 inch difference, so it might not even be a thing. It might be a non-issue. So I'm probably gonna get a hydraulic throwout bearing. I'm gonna see what size I need for that, or how many shims, or what happened, or you get the idea. But my biggest thing right now is wiring. I want to tackle this stuff here. I know what some of them do with the pinouts from the truck and the SRT4, but I want fed into the SRT harness and fused with the fuse box that's over on that side. I want all of these wires from the truck to get graphed into the multifunction switch for the SRT4, so that when I hit the blinker in the truck with the stock clutch or stock truck stuff, it feeds through the SRT wiring harness into those fuses and runs like it should. It's literally just a different switch. Hopefully I don't run into any issues with any of that. I don't think I will. The entire ignition sequence that we have in here, which there's past videos that explain the ignition setup, but it's an SRT4 ignition, key, skim reader, ignition switch here, and that plugs right into the stock PCM wiring harness. Like, there's nothing different from the SRT there. I just rerouted it behind stuff. Same with the engine harness. The engine harness, all of that plugs right into the PCM. I didn't lengthen or extend anything yet. This static frequency one here, you can't see it. It is what it is. But that wire needs to be extended, and then the TPS and everything for the throttle body is going to need to be extended. But people have done that with rewire kits and all that stuff. So adding a little bit of wire here and there is not that big a deal. All the injector wires are here. Those are ran. I'm running the stock SRT turbo for now, and this fancy exhaust right out the fender here. But I want a log manifold, a tubular log with a GT35 turbo, and then a full exhaust, and then a dump tube on a E cutout out the side fender here, along with the wastegate dumps. So a lot of fire when I want it, a lot of quiet when I want to street it. Maybe not a lot of quiet. I mean, a straight 3-inch into a resonator and vibrant fart can might not be that quiet. Should be all right though, tolerable. Probably won't cause that much attention. And the intake, just for startup purposes, once it's wired and stuff, I'm probably just going to throw a stock PT intake. I won't be able to close the hood because it comes up and over the valve cover. But just for start and runability, I'm probably just going to throw one of them on there before I spend a bunch of money and make a custom one. Because I either need to spend a bunch of money and buy a welder so I can do it myself, because I know how to weld aluminum and stainless and mild steel. But I'd also have to spend a bunch of money to have somebody make it. And I tried. I took it to that one place we talked about. That was a fail. That guy never even called me, even tried. If I could even remember the place's name, don't take your stuff there. He will take your... He didn't even take my money. He just took my thing that I was like, hey, do this, and he didn't do it. Didn't even try, didn't contact me, didn't do shit. Like, what the fuck? Bad jujus. But yeah, I'd like an aluminum wood TIG welder so that I can make my own the way I want. But if I can't, I know some people I'll take some stuff to. But yeah, next weekend, a lot of this video is going to be me tackling wires. I want lights to work. I want brake lights to switches at least. I'd like to wire some shit up and get the dash back in, maybe, if I can get everything doing what it's supposed to. I want to ground everything, and I want that starter. I'm not going to plug any of the motor stuff in, but I want that starter to crank off the key. I want that kind of stuff wired. Power to everything. I don't need the windshield wipers to work, but that'd be cool. Maybe, I don't know. Basically, I just want the multifunction switch. I want the high beams, low beams, blinkers, left, rights. That to work. I want it grounded enough so I can crank the starter. That's my goal. And I think that's it for today. It's a little chilly in here. I haven't been here, so I didn't run any wood in the heater. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna try my ass off to get this done by May for Automotion. At least drivable. It's not gonna be completely done. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna have a 4-link and coilovers and a cage and Lexan windows. Like, that's not gonna happen before Automotion. But driving down the road, be able to spin the fucking tires and do whatever mile an hour is not sketchy on this suspension. I want that to happen by Automotion. I want this to drive its way there. It's a 25-minute drive. You need to drive there, drive me home, drive around there for a while. But yeah, we'll get back to you guys. Come on, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get some stuff. I'm about to answer a lot of questions for a lot of people on this whole clutch setup here. And I ordered the parts. We'll see when they get here. I'll push this asshole over there to the lift and take this motor out real quick, or drop the trans at the bottom with the lift. It don't matter. I'll get her out of there, and get some measurements. Figure out what the next step is we need. I still need a drive shaft, but that's easy shit. But yeah, all right, keep going. Let's see them projects finished, man. I want to meet people at Automotion this year and their projects as well. All right, and shout out to Garageless. Follow Garageless. That man he's dealt with some shit with his projects and his Fiero, but man, that thing is just still kicking. Like his shit, subscribe to him. But yeah, the drift truck, man, it's back on. It's doing some shit. Unsponsored. This is all out of pocket. This is hard work, sweat, and tears, and that's the way it'll be. I won't accept, maybe I'll accept sponsorships, but I'm going to work for what's put into this. But someday, I'd like to slide with some stickers on the side. Alright, deuces, man. We'll get back to you.